I'm actually doing it this week. I think that my laptop actually does a better video on the webcam than my iMac does. I feel like my iMac, I don't know if it's because there's not enough light or it's farther away, but it's always kind of grainy. I know this will be too, but I feel like this looks better just looking at it right here. Anyways, hi. I'm sorry. If you watch my other channel, I got sick the past 2 weeks and just did not feel like putting makeup on or anything and doing a video. So hence there was no Lost Talk for 2 weeks. I know I'm terrible. Recapping, 2 weeks ago I think it was a Jack episode. It was okay, it was good. And then last week was the Ben Ree episode when he's text message. When he is oh, I gotta turn caffeine on. When he's the teacher, really good episode. When Alex came to his house, I was like, that's kind of weird, but I knew she would be in his class. I was like, Alex has to be there, and then she was. Yay! And so I liked that episode. I was laughing at Arnst being in it and blah blah blah. This week's episode, I knew it was gonna be a Sawyer episode, and I had read that it got like there was some website that had a list of what the episodes like were rated based on a sample audience or something like that, and the Ben one had gotten like a 9.1, and this week's episode had gotten like a 7, and so I was kind of like, oh, it's not going to be that great, but it's Sawyer, I have high expectations. Not high expectation, but yay, I'm excited it's Sawyer. I actually really, for the most part, enjoyed this week's episode. I really liked that Sawyer was a cop. That was totally unexpected for me. I was like, oh, here he is doing the pigeon drop again. And then, oh my gosh, it's a setup. He's actually a cop. And he had cool chemistry with Miles. But what really irked me, really bothered me, was that he was set up. You know, he goes to get set up on this date, and I'm like, maybe it's Juliet, although that's, you know, really high expectations and probably doubtful because that's way too predictable. And it's Charlotte. And that really was awkward for me to watch and bothered me. I love Faraday, and so watching Charlotte and Sawyer, I mean, obviously you can't expect everything to go the same and whatever that you want, but that just, the whole time that they're talking, it was just like, ugh. And then, you know, they go back to Sawyer's place and have sex, and it was just like, no! Ugh. Weird, not okay, do not like, didn't want. So that was awkward. And then what else happened? I don't know, I feel like we learned a little bit more stuff. We learned Whitmore is there, even though we already knew. We learned he's against Smokey. Oh, when Claire almost killed Kate. And I love Saeed's just sitting there like, meh, or not Saeed, I don't know what he is, just like, oh, that's totally normal for someone to, you know, jump and try and kill someone. And then Flock, like, smacking down Claire. Craziness. So, yeah, that's my quick update. This will not happen again. We will be talking about every single episode from here on out. 8 episodes left until the finale. I've been going on to this community called, ONTD then _ Lost, which is on LiveJournal. It's an oh no they didn't like branch out community. I've been lurking on there because their posts are so funny, and I accidentally saw this one spoiler about the finale, and I wanted to just like gouge my eyes out, you know, because I didn't even read it all. Like I was stupid, you know. You see something, it's like spoiler, and you're like, I want to look, but I don't. So my solution to that was, okay, I'm going to cover up the part of the page that's the actual page, and I'm just going to read the comments. And like the first comment says, you forgot the part where blah, blah, and I was like, no. So, and it was also one of the titles to one of the finale episodes. Don't say anything about that here. I will block you, and I will delete your comment, and I will never forgive you. Okay. That's all for Lost Talk. Next week, you guys, is Richard's episode. Finally, we get to learn about Richard and his past and probably see him in chains with no shirt on. Bye, guys.